You are watching or listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you your daily dose of business and technology to educate, empower, and inspire small business owners. Be sure to subscribe to the show today.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land and all of my friends around the world. It's a rainy day here in Georgia. Right now it's cloudy, overcast, 56 degrees, going up to a high of 62. So it's going to be a beautiful day. Got a great guest for you today. Let me tell y'all, it's still the beginning of the year. I know it's March. We're still in the first quarter of the year. People are still writing out their dreams and making plans and manifesting and vision boards and all that good stuff. And it's so crazy because I think that at the beginning of the year, most people start to think about that. But my guest today, she lives this 24/7, 365. She lives manifesting. She lives helping people live out their dreams. I had a great guest on Monday. He is the author of the book, You Can Manifest Anything You Can Imagine. So listen to this. If you're coming to the gala, the Gwinnett Women's Gala, if you're coming, you will get a copy of this book for free. It's a gift. If you're not coming, you won't get one unless you buy it from Amazon. So if you are coming, this will be in your gift bag. So if you have not registered for the gala as of yet, you have 2 days. Registration closes on Friday at 5 p.m. So I want you to go on over to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com to register for the gala. It's an award. We are looking forward to just honoring some amazing women with the things they're doing here in Gwinnett County. And so we would love to have you join us. So join us, and you're going to get gifts. So we come bearing gifts. So if you want one of those gifts, be sure to join us. Go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. You can register. Registration closes Friday at 5 p.m. sharp. I have to give a head count. We cannot sell tickets at the door. Please don't come to the door. If you got a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, a husband, whatever that is, you might as well go ahead and buy their tickets now. Because I know some spouses are very last minute. They don't know to the last minute whether or not they're going. And someone's going to come to the door and say, hey, can I get a ticket for my husband? I'm going to tell you right now, there will be no tickets at the door. So do not do that. And don't argue with our security at the door, because people tend to do that as well. If you know you didn't buy your ticket in advance, don't come to the door and try to get a ticket and then you want to fight with the security people. Please don't do that. Please. I'm just begging you. So get your tickets now. So listen, vision boards. I remember the first time I thought about writing a vision, doing a vision board. I was watching The Secret. And I want to say that was around 2008. And I remember watching The Secret, and John Assaraf did a vision board that was packed in a box that actually came true, some years later. And so I started writing vision boards. As a matter of fact, if you look to let me see, that's my vision board behind me right there. I do one every year. And that's the one I did for 2024. It's pretty simple these days. When I first started out, it was full of stuff. I had a bunch of stuff on my board. And so I wanted to and some of those things I actually manifested, which was moving to Georgia. So I'm so excited because my guest today, she is a powerhouse. She is a happy spirit. Wherever she goes, she's smiling. And I just, it's so funny because she is infectious with her energy. And I'm glad to have her on the show again. She's been a guest before. She's a 2-time guest. I don't have too many 2-time guests. That's not how I think about it. I don't think I've ever had a 2-time guest. So, welcome to the stage, Miss Eboni Caldwell. Good morning.
Hi, baby.
Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
Hey, mama. How are you?
I'm good, and you? Listen, everywhere Eb go, I call Eb, and I have to ask people, can I call you that? Because some people don't want you to shorten their name and change it around and make it the way. But I would say, hey, Eb. Everywhere Eb goes, she's smiling, y'all. She's bringing great energy. She lights up a room. I don't care where she is. And we've been plenty of places together. And she comes in just as bubbly and cheerful always. She is so spirited. And sometimes you need that, because sometimes you can go in a room and some people just suck the energy out the room.
Energy vampires.
What? Energy. They walk in the room and it's like, oh, you can just feel the energy just get sucked out of you. That's not you, Eboni. So welcome. For those of you who don't know Eboni, she is just a powerhouse. She is empowering women around the world. She's helping so many women find out who they are so that they can live their best life. Eboni, someone asked about you. I can't tell you who it was, but it was like they asked about you, and it was hilarious because I was like, yeah, she'll be at the gala. It was so funny.
It's someone. So what, did they see my picture or something? They saw me and they was like,
They
oh
saw
my
your
God,
picture and they asked about you. And I was like, she's gonna be at the gala with the date. So I'm putting your business out in the street, Ed.
You did.
I
You
know.
did. Thanks.
But I had to tell them because I didn't want them to come there with expectations. Like, she have dates.
I'll leave it. Anyway.
So listen. So Ebony has done some great things. Ebony showed me a picture. So my daughter showed me a picture one time, right? She sent me the picture. Literally, I looked at the picture and I said, oh, okay. Didn't know who it was. And so she said, do you know who it is? I was like, so I looked again. I said, oh crap, that's Ebony. So that was before you lost 100 pounds. That was before you lost the weight. So she sent me the picture and I'm like, I just glanced at it. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, do you know who it is? I'm like, then I looked at it, I said, oh my God, that's Ebony. Ebony, you have done some amazing things. You've accomplished a lot. You are an entrepreneur, you're an author, you're a fashion designer, you're an empowerment coach. You know, you help people change their lives in so many ways. So I said that about you, but I want you to tell people what I don't know about you, that you want to share. Only what you want to share.
Only what I want to share. Well, I'm absolutely amazing, number one. And
listen, you gotta speak it over yourself, baby.
I do. I speak life into myself. I speak my life into myself and others, but I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty chill. I don't take too much nonsense. I had to grow to that platform or to that level. And it's for myself. It's just that the love that I have for myself. So she said everything pretty much, you know, an author. I love fashion. I love clothing line. I mean, I have an abundance of things going on, and I'm really grateful and happy for it. I am a certified life coach. I'm a motivational speaker, keynote speaker. I'm a hype girl. I always tell people I'm a personal hype girl because I swear I will be your best cheerleader. I promise you, I will cheerlead you into victory. I promise you.
Not everybody will do that, Ebony, because some people don't want you to take the shine. I'm a person. I'm like you. Like I'm giving you credit where credit is due. I love when I can help people and empower people, but not everybody understands that. You know, not everybody can accept that. Ebony.
That's true. That is true, because even when I give out compliments, I'm like, girl, I see you, boo. You better. And they be like, okay. And I'm just like, but you can tell. I don't think they're being mean. It's just some people just don't know how to take compliments.
Yeah.
You tell me I look good, and you tell me I'm going to say thank you, and I might do a twirl just so you see the whole effect of what I'm doing. But otherwise.
Yes, you will, y'all.
I will twirl.
You will twirl.
So yeah, I'm all about that life. But also, you know, I'm a mom of twins, and now I'm a grandmother, but I don't call myself a grandmother.
Well, who are you? I'm Gia. Who are you? Because I'm
GG, but it's G for genius. So I already told my grandson when he come to me, oh, that's my GG. They was like, G, they're like, yeah, the genius of the family. So he gonna already
Yeah, my daughter gave me the name Gia, and I have no idea why she said Gia. So my granddaughter calls me Gia. So
I like Gia.
People think my name is Gia.
I know, but I like that.
I'm like, no, that's not her name. That's what Sugar Baby called me. So I call her Sugar Baby. That's my dog. Ebony, let me tell you this real quick. So Saturday, I have a bike. I have a 3-wheel bike because, you know, I'm trying to put some things together like you. I have a trek.
Okay, I'm like, okay, 2 in the back one. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. And so Saturday, and I've had it for 3 years. My husband put it together, not very well, so I couldn't ride it for like 3 years. And finally, I broke down and said, you know what? Let me get my bike fixed. And the man came to the house and fixed my bike. So I have a video of me and my baby driving down the street on the bike. It's like she has her bike, I have my bike, and it's hilarious because Dominique took the video and she said, my mom got baskets on her bike. So when I bought the bike, Sugar Baby the intention was to put Sugar Baby in the basket and ride her down the street. But now she's 5 and she has her own bike. So we're riding side by side. So
I love that.
Yeah. Those are those precious memories that I, you know, that's what I'm about right now. I know I'm glad you're here today because I'm about making memories. I'm at such a different place in my life. And there are a lot of people who are at a different place or they're trying to get to that place. And I know you help people discover like their perfect place in life, that perfect place where they have peace and abundance. Because not everybody know how to do that.
No.
So many people are caught up in crap, and so many people have such a terrible mindset about things till they let things hold them back. So talk about, you know, what you're doing to help empower people and help them get to the best version of themselves.
So what I focus on when I help people, I focus on them. I focus on their 4 core self values, which is self-love, self-care, self-worth, and self-affirm. Because see, everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a potential. So my whole entire goal, the whole entire goal of productive and prosperous empowerment coaching is to help people live in their full potential, that they rightfully and divinely so have. There's a reason why all of us are here, and I feel helping people find that out would be great. And I'll actually to be able to walk in their greatness, with their head held high. Grand Rising Jillian, somebody's on here. Grand Rising Jill, but to be able to do that and help, and I know that specifically that is my purpose. My whole entire reason for being here is to motivate, inspire, and empower others. So you already know that's what I do naturally. And I love it. I'm being honest. I love it. I love walking in it. I love everything about it. So that's what I do. I just work with the 4 core, and I work with self-awareness and self-improvement. Because I went through all that by myself, which my story. I done talked to you on several occasions, so you know a lot of my stories.
Yeah.
And yeah, just that helped with my growth. So now when I look back, people look back and they get angry, everything happened in the past. But now when I look back, I'm like, you know what? I said that was a journey, part of the journey to get me here. Now, some things could have been avoided. Yes. But for the most part, some things that I went through, it was for a reason, because now I'm being told, okay, now I need you to go out and help other people. Because now I'm at my highest good.
You know what's interesting? People have so many past traumas, and they show up in the craziest ways. And I know I've had my past traumas, and I've learned to work through them. And I know, because one of my things, Ebony, I had a really bad temper, right? Ooh. And my mom,
tell.
Right, not now. But if you had met me probably a good 7 years ago, you would have told. My mom and my brother would always say, oh my gosh, she's so mean. But I'm not mean. I just don't like nonsense. And what I found over the years is that, especially probably the last 3 years after the passing of my mom, what I found over the years is I'm a lot more calm. Like, I don't want to argue. I'm not going to argue with people. I'm not going to, when I find myself getting to the point where I'm at that point where I want to boil over, I have to step back. Yeah. Right. But that's all self-work. And I know you've done a lot of self-work. So when it comes to, and some people have not, they think they've done the self-work, but I have seen things that have just shocked me to my core because of the people that it has come from. And I'm looking at it like, oh my God, this person is still very injured. They're still very hurt.
Yes.
And they know that.
Yes.
So when people come to you and they want to work with you, how do you help them move past that? Because I've talked to some people, I've seen some things. I'm like, that's way above my pay grade. Like, I'm not Coach Ebony. I don't know how to help you ask me how to start a business. I can tell you that,
you good at that, podcasting and all.
Ask me how to start a podcast and an app. I can tell you that.
Everything.
When it comes to that, the mental stuff, that the self-awareness for people, to help them understand they are still very injured people, and they just want to dump that stuff on other people. They want to hold it against other people, and it's really them. How do you help those people? Because that's above my pay grade. I'm like, I'm gonna fall back. I'm just gonna back on off the picture.
Audrey, stop.
And I'm gonna leave that to the experts like you, because that's not my thing.
So for me, the way that I work with people, I have them first, they have to forgive. Like, I had put up a video one time and I was like, listen, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get that apology that you rightfully deserve from that person. Mm-hmm. Whoever did that to you as a child, because a lot of us been through it. The child trauma, just even adult, it doesn't matter. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to receive that apology. And some people, they go their whole life, even into adulthood, expecting that apology, and they're living out their life waiting for that apology. So now you're blocking blessings. You're blocking, you're actually having strained relationships, whether they're professional or personal, because you bring it into your personal life. Because I've seen it and I've been there. So that's the only reason why I know how to talk on it, because I've been there. I did all this. I did all of it. I've passed up opportunities and amazing people, all because of the trauma. So the first thing I tell them to do is just forgive that person. Don't forgive it for them. Forgive it for, you as a person. Forgive them for you. And I know it may seem hard, but the point of you putting your just putting your best foot forward and moving forward, I'm telling you, you will get the support. You know, I always say that you'll get the support from your creator, the most high, whatever your beliefs are, the universe, but you will get that support because once they see, okay, they're trying to move forward, let's help them. I promise you the help is there. So it's just the point of putting your best foot forward, opening yourself to receive the healing that you need. Because I had to go through all that. I was by myself for a while. And, you know, I got the healing and the growth mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And I needed that. And am I at 100%? No, there's still some things I have to work on. And I know that. I'm only human, and that's fine. But I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to apologize. I'm willing to move forward and just do everything with good intent. So that's the first thing I would say to somebody, Audrey, is to, first of all, you're going to have to forgive. If you're trying to move on, because not, and everybody's different. It's not, because I'm more of like, when stuff happens, I'm just like, okay, like, yes. I'm so at a different, like, I can't stay on it so long. Like, once I reflect and once I sit to myself and once I get I'm like, okay, it's time to move forward. That's me, but everyone's not like that.
Yeah, everybody's not like that. And I realize that some people just they think they've healed, but in reality they have not healed because they have triggers. And once those triggers are triggered, honey, you're in the crossfire of them triggers. Watch out, baby, because they're coming for you like a missile. And it happened to me. It happened to me recently. And I'm looking like, what is happening right now?
You're standing there like a deer in headlights. So you're like, what did I do?
Just so shocked at like the people and I'm like this is crazy. So, but what happened was I said to myself, I'm not going back and forth. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I have seen the day when that would not have been the case, but that's all the self-work that I've done. My mother would be proud of me right now. Do you hear me? She would be proud of me now. Did I get a little annoyed? I did. And I could have kept going, but I was like, you know what? This is not even worth my energy.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth my energy. I'm gonna say farewell and move on. Yes. You know, because it's not worth it for me. It's too draining. And then it's like, so when people, and I can tell you this, I don't know how you feel about this, but people can know if they're healed if they can just move on. When you said something was very key. I remember when I first started my very first business, you know, I'm a giver, right? So I help people, I'll do things for people, not because I want anything back. It's just my nature, right? But I can tell you my nature has changed over the years because I realized people suck you dry too like a vampire. Girl. Yes. So I remember my very first business. And I went to my family and friends and I was like, look, I need you to pre-order a doll. Doll costs $59, Eboni. They would not pre-order a doll. I'm talking about people who I had gotten up out of my bed because their car ran out of gas at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like stuff. And I'm like, you mean to tell me y'all won't even support me? So for a whole year, I was mad at everybody. They didn't even know I was mad. I just dropped out of sight. I was just mad. And I went to one of my friends. And her uncle was a very famous person and she had written a book and she wanted him to support the book. So she did a fundraiser for the book and he gave her $100. I'm never going to forget this. And she was like, Uncle Joe could have gave me way more. He could have sponsored this whole book. And she was mad. So when it was my turn to be mad, I went to her and she was also a woman of God. I said, look, this is where I am right now. Because I was miserable being mad. Let me say that part. People had went on about their lives. They wasn't thinking about me. I was mad and miserable. And I was miserable. Your
well-being and your health. People don't understand that. Yeah.
I was miserable being mad. And I went to her and I said, Leslie, her name is Les. I said, Les, I said, she's like my cousin. She's like my big cousin. I said, Les, I said, I don't know what to do. And she said, honey, you have to forgive and let God handle it. She said, because when you don't forgive, you hold back your blessings. She said that, I let it go.
That resonated real good with you, didn't it?
Real good. And it has resonated, and that's been 20 something years. Mm-hmm. I live by that now. And it took me doing a lot of work. But there are people, Eboni, that I'm sure that you work with, and they feel like they've done the work, right? Do you help them find out what work they still need to do? Because I know that some of them think they've done the work, they're healed, they're great, and then it just shows up out of nowhere because something triggered it. And it has nothing to do with the person on the other end of it. It has a lot to do with the inner stuff that's going on the inside that's suppressed in the back.
So with that, I can only help people that want to be helped. Because you have some people that walk around and be like, no, I'm good. I got this. I'm fine. I'm healed. I'm this and that. But then you can still see certain things that are triggers, because I even have triggers. Yeah. So you'll see certain things that will trigger people. And you'll see it. And so, I mean, once you bring it out and once you say something, if they be like, oh no, that's nothing. Oh, that's not, you can't push them but so much. You can only help people that want to be helped.
Yeah.
So you got to acknowledge it. And then you have to, acknowledge it and then accept it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing of healing. So, I mean, I can only, once again, I know I keep saying it, I can only help people that want to be helped, that's open to being helped.
And that's true. I know that's true too. And I think a lot of times people don't even know they need the help though. They
That
think
is
they're
true.
good.
That's
They
why
think
you do a
they're good.
consultation too. You do a consultation because you
Yeah.
ask questions, and there's certain questions you have to ask to make sure where their head is at or where their mental, where it's a lot of things that they might need help with. So the only reason why I do, not the only reason, but I do a consultation because I just see if I'm a good fit. Because I'm not just gonna take on because you're paying me. Like,
Right.
it's not that. It's just like, no, let me see if I can help you. Or because some people will come and drain you, like you say, stress you out and drain you. And I see, I'm not all about draining out. I love my energy. I protect my energy. Like, seriously, it's a real thing to protect your energy.
It really is. I had an altercation. I had an I don't call it altercation, but it was an incident, and and it was an email incident. It was crazy. It was like email, and I just felt my energy just being sucked out of my body to the point where I was like, no, this is I'm not doing this because I got too much stuff going on. I have too many great things,
blessings, and
I was like, I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. But I seen the day where I probably would have tried to jump through the computer and smack somebody. But I've changed, and then that's the work that I've had to do. And it's funny because I called my brother because my brother's one of my best friends, and I was like, bruh, this is what's going on. He's like, Audrey, they gonna always come for you because you want to stand in them positions where you got to lead, and people want to lead better than you, all kinds of things that he and I don't even think about. We just love what we do, so we step into the position. So he's a coach. He loves coaching. He steps in that. He had to remind me, Audrey, you stepped into that position. You created that position for yourself. So now you got to learn how to take all the crap that's coming. I was like, yeah, but I'm on the edge right now. So this is me, him talking. I'm on the edge right now. There are people who are watching right now, and they want to be a better version of themselves, right? And they may say, I want help, right? So how do you know if the person is a good fit for you to work with? Because you're right, everybody is not a good fit for you. How do you know? What do you do to determine we're going to be a good fit for each other?
You ask certain questions and you listen to them. It's actually certain questions that have to be answered. And you have to see if they're open, if they're really ready. Because you can tell when some people are ready and some people are not. And now you can't tell right at the beginning. Sometimes it's like kind of in the middle because people can put on a good face. Yes. And then once you start getting along, you be like, yo, like, so, and then you just got to, keep it in motion and keep it moving. But I think all people can be helped. It just depends on how much energy are you willing to pour into that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have to protect yourself. And it's a certain way that you have to move.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Now, your brother, is that the one I met he bought a book for me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my brother. So I had to call him because my husband is real mild mannered, right?
He's so quiet.
He's real quiet. My brother not quiet. So I had to call my brother like, bro, I'm on the edge right now. And he had to kind of talk me off the edge because that's what we do. But he knows that I've changed, because he and my mom would swear I was like the meanest person. But my mom was, so my daughter and I were having this conversation about my mom this morning and my dad. And so he said something about my dad beating my mom. I said, oh, no. It wasn't my dad beat my mom. It was they had a fight. I said, because she fought him. He didn't beat her. I never saw her with like a black eye or bruises because my mother had six brothers. And so
did your mother go shut it down? Did she?
What? My mom was no joke. She was 5 feet tall and she was a fighter. And so I was telling my daughter, I was like, nah, it wasn't him beating her. It was them having a fight. Like that's all I remember was the fights. But anyway, let's talk about vision boards. Let's listen. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit because I know
we can lighten it up. We can do that.
Lighten it up.
I'm good at that.
You gotta lighten it up. That's a little heavy, but I needed people to understand, like, help is out there for you. You have coaches, you have mental health professionals that are willing to help you. And it's like I watch YouTube every night before I go to bed. It's what I do. It's what makes me go to sleep at night. And the Better Health is Better Help. The Better Help commercial pops on all the time. And I was like, wow. So you can get help. But if you want up close and personal, you want a coach, right? And I've had coaches, and I'm about to get a new coach, and I'm excited about that coach, which is funny because he's a money coach, which is probably what I really always needed. I was so excited about that I could just jump out of my skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's crazy is just that one, like just talking to him like one time, I'm already in the process of expanding this show. Like you have no
I feel so
idea.
excited.
I mean, you have no idea. Like it's
Will he
crazy.
be at the event?
No, he won't be at the event.
Okay.
But you guys will get to meet him. You'll get to meet him. Just
I'm
talking
quite
to him
sure.
like a couple of times so far. My mindset has already shifted about the Good Morning Gwinnett show to the point where I'm going to be hiring people to
Hey,
yeah.
let's
So
go.
it's exciting. But anyway, let's shift. I remember there was a young lady. I had a coach. His name was Andrew Morrison, and he had an assistant. Her name was Lucinda Cross, and Lucinda was his assistant. But Lucinda loved vision boards. Ebony, she loved vision boards. So we started at the same time. Now, what was interesting about this? She was extremely coachable. I wasn't.
I'm in between.
I wasn't very, so he was trying to tell me you need to do this. And what was crazy is he had been on Oprah, he had been everywhere. So he
Oh,
was my
wow.
coach. I wasn't coachable, but I didn't know I wasn't coachable. I'm like, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. And I wasn't coachable. Lucinda, on the other hand, was extremely coachable. And her whole business was wrapped around vision boards. To the point where I saw her everywhere with her vision. She created a vision board box.
Yeah.
She was on a national show pitching her vision board to a group of investors. She was very coachable. I wasn't coachable. Listen, I'm not ashamed to tell you I wasn't coachable. I wasn't coachable. And I didn't listen. So she was the assistant. I was the entrepreneur. She shot right past me. Yeah. Did that bother me? No, that didn't bother me. What that said to me was, Audrey, you need to be coachable. Yes. But I shared that story to say, vision boards have been around for a long time. And I know that you have you believe in vision boards. How do you use
it? Did you ask me a question? I'm
yes.
sorry.
How do you use your vision board? Like, what's on your vision board?
So my vision board. So first of all, my vision board, I love them. I have a plethora of them from even years ago. Yeah. I have a lot. I even said something about before I even became a speaker, and so forth. I had that down on there. I had a microphone on one of them, and I had this. This is years ago. So like now I'm here. Yes. And yeah. So my vision board is I have an array of stuff. I normally keep it to myself because everybody don't want to see you win. Do I focus on those people? I do not.
That's right.
But you will never see me post my vision board and take a picture of and put online, because I feel that those are my dreams and aspirations. That's what I focus on. That's what when I wake up in the morning, it's in my bedroom on my wall. So when I wake up, it's right there for me to see everything. I stand in front of it. I repeat everything on it. I plays no games. Go ahead. What?
That's my vision board.
Yeah, I see it. But it's amazing. I feel it's even more powerful when you visualize, you speak it, and you write it. You put all three of those together. And I think that is I know for a fact because I've done it. It is the most powerful thing ever. And I love it. And I do it with so much of my energy. You know how my energy is, because my light is extremely bright. So I take all that energy I got and I put into that. I pour into myself and into my vision. But vision boards are amazing. First of all, it puts you at a frequency, the frequency and the vibrancy that you are on after you do that vision board and you put the stuff you want on there that you want manifested. And it's like once you sit back and you look at it, you be like, yo, like, because you're so you're so happy, you're so hyped with it. So I am a firm believer of that. Instead, I'm an affirmation queen. What?
Yeah. But that's that inner work. That's that inner work. Like that, those are the things that make you be able to handle tough things, right?
I know. Yes.
You can't help but not to be able to do when crazy stuff come at you. If you're doing this work, listen, I journal every day. I have so many journals in my house. And
me too.
Sparkly
ones, all colors.
I journal every day. I have candles. I have 3 candles. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 candles in my office. Forget about my bedroom. We have all kinds. I got sage, because I know that because of the positions that I'm in, I'm always around a lot of people, and people's energy will affect you. And so it's important that you do all these things, but write your vision. I remember I was telling you before you came on, the first time I did a vision board, it was back probably 2008, 2009 when The Secret first came out. Did you see Secret?
Let me tell you something. I know the secret like the back of my hand. I played it so much that the DVD that I had, it don't play no more because I saw how many times I played it. But now I got Netflix, so it's on there.
So right, exactly. So remember when John Assaraf pulled his vision board out the box, him and his son was in the
his
office?
son, yes. He's like, what's that? He said, what's that, Daddy? He was like, that's my vision board.
That's my vision board. And then he was living in the house that was on the board.
Yeah, he forgot about the vision board, but when he found it in the box, packing away, so I know this movie, girl. Don't play with me.
That's right.
He said when he looked at it, he started to cry because everything he put on there, it manifested. Girl, don't play with me.
But Ed, so doing the vision board, you said it all. You said you got to do the vision board, but you have to have the energy and you have to vibrate on a certain frequency.
Right. You have to be aligned with what you're putting. So this is what I say to clients. This is what I say to people, and that's when they get it. What I say is when you're ready to manifest and you want to get the things that you dream of, that you want, that you just know. You have to be like when we were kids, because when I was a kid, you couldn't tell me that cardboard box wasn't Trans Am. I know I'm telling my age, but when I like Michael Knight and that dang on kit car, I promise you, I swear. So when as a kid, when you built that fort on the chairs with all the sheets, and he was like, "That's my castle and that's my house." However you built it, nobody couldn't tell you that it wasn't. Right. So that is the same frequency. That is the same exact what you got to do as an adult. And I know this for a fact because I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. But even as an adult, that's where I have to put myself in. And I will jump even right down to my apartment, even right down to where I sit, where I stand. I promise you, I'll be about to get emotional because I know what I did. I know what I saw. I know what I manifested. I know what I did. Yeah. And so that's why I stand by it. No one can take me off of it. No one can deter me to think anything else because I saw it all by myself.
Jillian says she can't wait to do her board. So Jillian,
I know.
It's exciting. I have a board, but I'm going to do another board because I feel like my vision changes. And right now I'm in expansion mode, and I'm so super excited about that. Me and my daughter she's going to be the COO of my company. I'm so excited. Yeah. So it's a lot of good stuff. That's what I'm saying. So I put that's on my vision board. That was on the vision board that I put out when I first launched the show. Like I had it across the top with the logos and all that kind of stuff.
Don't play what?
Yeah, and so my goal was to like turn this into a family legacy. So my daughter's going to be joining forces. She's going to be my COO, which is exciting. So
little Dominique, I see you,
girl. Let me tell you. So the vision board, right? I remember watching The Secret, and I remember them talking about all this stuff. Talk about a little bit about vibrations, because somebody's listening to this and they don't understand what that means, and they don't even understand how to vibrate on a higher frequency, because some people are just wrapped in negativity and their vibrations and their frequency is like snuffed out.
Really low. And it's a type of, go ahead, baby.
No, I was just gonna say, and you can tell that you have a low vibration because your negativity is, and you may not even think it's negativity. It's like just a bunch of stuff that's just not productive. And you have to, so you talk about it, Ed, like tell them how to know.
You got it down pat. So the vibration or frequency, that's basically what you're operating on. So someone at a low frequency or low vibration, a low vibrational frequency, that's what it is. You're I'm not gonna say you're a negative person. I'm not trying to point fingers, but that's all you sit around. So if you're the type of person where you sit around people that's always just complaining, stuff is always happening to you, stuff is always surrounded around you, and it's always just something bad, and that's what you keep on speaking. That's a low vibration. That's a low frequency. And I'm not gonna say it's your fault, because sometimes you got to look at how are you raised, who are you living with, who are you surrounded around 24/7, who are the people at your job. Because sometimes the job can do it. You can go to a job, and because they either micromanage or just because the way people are, I've been in jobs where people take their position, I'm not gonna say too seriously, but the way they throw on other people all that negative energy. I've been there before where I had chest pains. I had to leave my job. I had to leave. So it just depends on who you're around and so forth. So that's why when I say I love family from afar, I mean that. I'm trying not to even curse. I mean that. Because if you're going to be negative, I mean, right down to, I love you, but I will love you from afar. I definitely will. So it's, you can actually look it up on YouTube as well, because I listen, because the radio stations don't play the frequency. It's like numbers, and they don't play it. It's on the radio. Yeah. So I think you already know that, right, Audrey?
Absolutely, girl.
Listen, but on the radio, they definitely do not, because it's very essential to your growth. It's very essential just to a human being. It is awesome. It is amazing. Vibration. Even the earth has a vibrational frequency. I mean, everything does around you. Everything is energy. Everything.
Everything is energy.
Yes. So I usually go to YouTube, which where we on, and I go online, and you can just look up frequencies, and it'll tell you which ones that's for healing, for getting rid of toxic people or toxic energy, sleeping better, or affirmations or growth. And it's so many. And I listen to them every night when I go to bed. So I plays no games with my life. So I do listen to them at night. But that's pretty much what it is. But if you need more of a definition, just look it up. High vibrancy, high frequency. And that's me. I'm that type of person because I even check myself every now and then. If I feel that I'm going down, I always do a check. I always do a energy check. That's what I call it. And I just check myself and I redirect my energy and I start focusing on everything that's good that's going for me, because I can always find something good that's going on in my life. And I'll grasp on to that and I'll ride that energy. I'll ride it.
And you'll know when you're vibrating at a low energy because you start talking about negative stuff. Like,
and it's nonstop.
Like it's negative. It's somebody did something, somebody said something, somebody ain't did something right. And you know, at that point, you got to say this, okay, I'm vibrating real low. And it was so funny yesterday. Something happened yesterday. It was something minor, but it annoyed me, right? And I was like, no, why would they do that, right? And it was my husband. He did something. And I was like, why would he do that? And part of me wanted to just go in and just start fussing, right? And I'm like, nope. He did it because he wanted to do it. So let me just backpedal right on out of that little energy space and get over here in this other one. Because at the end of the day, it was something that he felt like he wanted to do. It had nothing to do with me. You know, I wouldn't have made that choice, but that's me. And I had to realize that's his choice he made. And it wasn't a bad choice. It's just like, it could have been a better choice. And so that being said, there are people who need to understand that people don't think. My friend Georgette told me this a long time ago when I first got married. So when I first got married, she had already been married probably 15 years or so. I'm a newlywed, you know, and I'm having this moment of low energy, low frequency, low everything. And I'm like, you know, I don't know why he does it. I would never do it like that. And she said, well, he's not you.
Okay. There you go.
And I was like, she said, he's not you. So you can't expect anybody to do things the way you do them. And I said, you're right. And that was years. So my husband and I have been together 23 years. That was probably 20 years ago, because it was right around the 3-year mark. We were out in the honeymoon stage. We like in the real life right now. And she's like, he's not you, and nobody is you. And I have to always remember that nobody is you. So when you're trying to think about vibrating on a high level, if you're saying, I would never do that, you're low. You start pointing the fingers at people, you're low. Am I right, Eb? Yeah. You start pointing fingers and calling names and, you know, moving, you're low. Like when you got to do all this right here. Oh yeah, you vibrating real low. And so, you know, trying to be your best self, it takes work.
It does.
It takes a lot of work.
It takes a lot of work.
I had a lot of past trauma with my father that I didn't even know I had until it was brought to my attention unintentionally. It was like brought through my attention through like a TV show. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's me. But I started to do the self-work then. And I started to do the self-work in 2008-9 when The Secret came out. By 2011, I was on but here's the funny part, Ebony, and maybe you could speak to this. I started doing the work on myself, but I was really focused on business, right? Around 2008, 2009, when The Secret first came out, right? When I heard who I was, it was 2011. I don't think I could have heard who I was if I had not started doing the work in 2008, 2009.
Exactly.
That's my thought.
No, and you're right, because now you cleared the clutter. You cleared what was ever, blocking everything for you to receive that message. So to me, you were divinely led to The Secret, because when The Secret was given to me, I was bad. I don't got no money. I'm out. You don't understand. I was just, and to the point to where I put it onto my kids, yelling at them. I talk to that. I tell that openly, because I want to help people with their children as well, because you can affect your children just by your low vibrancy and frequency. So just the yelling, and I was always angry, and I was just just all over the place. And then like once The Secret started coming through, I'm like, I was like, okay. So then I started, implementing in the household. And you can even ask the boys now. They'll tell you what The Secret, they can run it down to you, because I put it in them even when they used to fall. I didn't do the, I'm like, that's okay. Get up, brush it off. You good. And they would just brush it off and keep going. So yeah, it's about, I'm with you on everything that you're saying. And I'm big on energy as well. And I always will be until I expire from this earth. And even then my energy still going to be
floating. Her energy's gonna still be floating about the casket. We're gonna go there. We're gonna see Ebony floating above the casket. Like, I see y'all looking at me.
Everybody.
Yeah. So listen, this has been amazing. I know that you are really passionate about helping people. I know that when you walk and listen, when I say she walk into the room, she lights the room up. She really does.
I'm like, hey, everybody.
Her energy is so infectious. Now, here's the funny thing: is some people can't take that. Let me just say that some people
I've seen it, but I don't care.
Right. Some people can't take it. I happen to like it because I like having fun. Like I'm not that person that's so rigid. I'm not that person. I like having fun and I'm a little animated sometimes. So it's all right by me. So when she comes into a room, that's why you guys hear me singing her praise, because her energy is infectious and she cares about people, and her mission is to help people.
Yeah.
And speaking of help people, I know you got an event coming up.
I do, Mama.
Okay, well, let's talk about it, sister. Go ahead.
Yeah, so March 23rd, everybody, if you're in Gwinnett County, it don't even matter. Just if you're in Georgia, I have a March to Manifest vision board extravaganza, and it's mimosas and brunch and all that stuff. And we supply everything. We just need you to bring your pictures because we're doing vision boards, of course. And we're going to be speaking life into each other. I mean, I can speak life into you. So I'm looking at something. I'm sorry. So yeah, so that is March 23rd. I think my website is on here. Didn't you put up my website, Audrey?
I'm gonna put it up right now. I just want to
pop that
up. Jillian says, so for those of you who are listening and can't see what Jillian put up, Jillian said, Eboni can make your worst day your best day just by her energy. Absolutely, Jillian. You are right about that. Sounds like somebody who knows Eboni personally.
Yeah, she knows me personally because they know when I comes through, be ready.
Right. So yeah, if you want to meet Eboni in person, she has an event on the 23rd, but she will also be at the Gwinnett Women's Gala. So if you have not gotten your ticket,
and I'm gonna be cute too.
Listen, it's Be Seen in Green. It's gonna be an amazing event. I'm so super excited about that event as well. You know, I'm not an events person, Eboni. I'm the person that like, oh God, I gotta do an event. But because of the position I hold at the chamber, we have to do events. And so can I tell you that that this has stressed me out a little bit? It has, but
I know it has.
We are at the final stages, and next Friday we will all be walking in green, baby, looking like money for real.
Green or orange?
Green and orange, green or orange. Most because it's had to be seen in green. But you know, our colors are green and orange. So it really whichever one you choose. The people I've seen pretty much pick the green. I think they didn't want to look like a pumpkin. So
the green is hot. The green is hot.
Green is hot. My dress is green. It's amazing. You know, my friends are coming from Jersey. So you'll get to meet some of them as well. We're going to be in green. It's going to be a green affair, and we're looking forward to it. But you know, if you want to come out, be sure to go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com to register. Tickets go off sale Friday. 5 p.m. I cannot sell you a ticket at the door
at all. So
please do not come to the door trying to get a ticket. If you get a ticket, you're not going to have any food. You may have a chair.
No DJ.
You can buy something from the bar, but you can't eat anything. And so then don't be mad at me because I'm telling you in the world, you can't buy a ticket at the door. Somebody's going to try. I already know it.
You really think somebody's going to try?
Yes. It happins every time.
Well, they just won't be able to eat. Hopefully
they won't be able to eat. They can sit at you got to still pay.
Yeah, buddy, you still
got to pay now.
I get early bird. So listen, I'm so grateful for you, and I thank you so much. And if anyone, you know, like I say, you need that vision board because it's still the beginning of 2024. You can make so many things happen. You can turn everything around. I'm telling you, it's almost like a seesaw. It's that easy. Once you start changing your mind on things, I swear it's very simple, very, very simple. So it is in Snellville, Georgia, March 23rd. That's on the Saturday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. And yes, it's a bunch of goodies there. So yeah, I heard
mimosas. You gonna have mimosas?
Yes, it's heavy mimosas and brunch and stuff. Yes.
Heavy. She said, listen. She said heavy mimosas, but if you are driving and you're not taking Snellville micro transit, because Snellville has if you're not taking Snellville micro transit, you're gonna have light mimosas, okay?
Yeah.
Eboni said heavy, yes. If you're taking Gwinnett public transportation, and we do have public transportation now. Look at that. Look at Gwinnett growing.
And there's a plenty of rideshare too, so you can be able to move about.
So if you want to come and let your hair all the way down to the floor, you write out the vision and make it plain, because vision boards work. Do they work? Yes, they do.
They are amazing.
They're amazing, and it helps you get more clarity.
It does.
Yes, clarity is key.
And we're networking too. Are we networking at the GWC event? And
Yes, the GWC event is going to be the agenda.
Do I need to bring my cards? What I need to do, boo?
Listen. I'm always in network mode, so bring your cards. Work the room until we get ready to do the awards and dinner, and then we're gonna dance. Like we're gonna dance.
Now
like,
I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add what? I like dance.
We're gonna dance. So I'm a stickler for time. So I'm telling you, we will be starting on time. Doors open at 5:30.
It starts at 6.
It starts at 6.
Okay.
So doors open at 5:30. We're gonna so if you want to get there early and get your seats we're not assigning seats. So I had to put all this stuff out there because somebody's gonna come there and say stuff like, "Where am I? Why the table not reserved?"
It's okay. I'm gonna go right in front of them and dance.
That's right. It's hey, I'm Ebony. You saw me on the Good Morning Gwinnett show.
Yeah. So come get this energy.
And I want you to come first, so you can just
I will. I'll save the room with energy.
Yeah. So anything that's not like us is repelled at the door. Yeah. Like you can't come in until you go out there and cleanse your energy. Go outside and come back in again. I'm acting a fool, y'all, but we're gonna have a good time, and so we hope you guys can join us. And listen, if you have never did a vision board before, go to Ebony's website, Productive and Prosperous Empowerment.com. Go to her website, register for that event. I will be there. Even though I have a vision board, I'm gonna drink some mimosas, but I'm a lightheaded, so I'm only gonna have about one. However, I love the energy and I want to be in the room. So I will be at that event. Hopefully you can come to that event as well. Write your vision. And here's the thing, you know, if people are in that room, they have a vision. That means that they are like-minded.
What?
They got a vision. That's why they're in the room.
That's it and that's all.
That's it and that's all. So listen, be there. This is real corny, Ebony. Be there or be square.
I don't like you all.
That's real old and corny, y'all. I get it. So Jillian says she'll be there. Jillian, I look forward to meeting you. Hey, listen, if you want to come to the gala, go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com to come to our gala. The theme is Be Seen in Green. We got a green carpet. You got to walk the green carpet.
Yeah, I'm a walk. Oh, no, you know, I like walking too.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna do.
Yes, it's going
down.
I'm
excited. I thank you, Mama.
You're very welcome, sister. And listen, you enjoy the rest of your day. All right.
Love and appreciate you. Bye.
Bye. Listen, I'll be back again tomorrow. Another great episode. Make sure to tune in. If you missed an episode, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's what? Thursday. Nope, I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be live at the State of the County. The State of the County is happening tomorrow. Our chairwoman, Nicole Love Hendrickson, will be the person speaking at the State of the County. She's going to tell us what's happening in the county. So I will be at the State of the County tomorrow. However, if you're not at the State of the County tomorrow and you want to know about how to get funding for your business, go over to the GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com events page and you can click on events. We have a wonderful event tomorrow, Meals Over Money. Our speaker is going to be talking to you about how to get money for your business through lending. If your business is doing so well and you don't need any money for it, God bless you. But if you are looking for funding for your business and you want to know how to get loans for your business, you don't want to miss Meals Over Money tomorrow at 8:30.
Is that my boo?
Who?
I talked to her about my clothing line. No,
that's not Renee. Renee's gonna be on the 18th.
Okay,
she's gonna be there the 18th. So we got a lot going on, y'all.
Okay.
Listen, tomorrow, 8:30, the 1818 Club. You have to pre-register. You gotta register. Go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. Click on the events tab. You see all of our events tomorrow. 8:30, Meals Over Money. I will be at the State of the County, so it won't be a show tomorrow. Listen to our chairwoman for the county give us the vision for 2024 for the county. So that's where I'll be. And also next week, we got events coming up. So be sure, just go to the website, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. You'll find all of our events there, and we have a lot of them. So that's that. Ebony, thank you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And thank you for always being a great guest. Ebony is a two-timer. Yeah, I haven't had too many people on twice, which is interesting.
I know, but you love my energy. You know, I'm going to spread good joy.
I do. I really do. All right. See you guys hopefully next week. Until next time, my people. Until next time, y'all keep it real. Stay safe out there. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You've been watching or listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the show today and share it with your friends by going to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com.